Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys my experience of studying computer engineering and IT in Africa. First of all, I would like to thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you're new here, kindly consider subscribing. Okay, let us get started. So what made me choose computer engineering and IT program? Basically, there were two reasons. The first reason was that when I was in high school, I heard from one of my friends talking about computer science, computer engineering, and telecommunication, and how it was cool to be a computer science student at university. So I liked the idea and said to myself, maybe that's where I'm supposed to be. The other reason was that I had the best students who were very talented and got good grades eventually took computer engineering and telecommunication. So back then in my country, around 2003 and 2012, most of the best students from high school who took PCM combination went straight to computer engineering and telecommunication. So I wanted to be among the best students and make it to computer engineering class at university. So basically that's how I ended up being a computer engineering student, but I had no idea what it looked like to be a computer engineer or what a computer engineer do after graduating. I was blind and I did not think much about my future. So looking back into it, I realized that those were not strong reasons for choosing my career, even though I succeeded to go to university and study computer engineering and IT. So how was my first year at university? After getting my admission, I was very happy, and people who were close to me were happy also. But inside my heart, I did not have an idea what I'm getting myself into. So when I went to university, the first thing I came to realize was that life was different. It was not like in high school where you stay in class and the teacher will come and teach you everything. At university, it was like you go to the announcement board and you'll get the timetable there. So it's up to you to attend the class or not. So I was like, now I must do my own initiatives to follow the timetable and attend class and be active on my own. Okay. So I looked at the subjects which we were supposed to take. It was more for introduction to computer, electrical courses, programming, mathematics, electronics, engineering, drawing, and communication skills. Now I was thinking like, I used to hate electricity topics when I was in high school, and now I have to take electrical courses again, plus mathematics and electronics. Okay, and I also used to hate drawing, and now it was difficult moving around the campus with your drawing board. Plus, I could not figure it out like how drawing was contributing to my computer engineering career. The fun thing or the sad thing about the first year was that I did not have a laptop and I did not experiment much with the computer before, and I did not even have a smartphone. So I was reading everything using books. After some time I got my first laptop. It was a second-hand laptop, of course, and its charging adapter was almost burnt with a rubber band around it and very heavy, but I managed using it anyways. After the first year, I went to practical training. I did it well, but still I did not understand what was the right direction in my career. So how was the next 3 years, because it was 4 years program? When I entered into second year, all that I knew was to make sure I get good grades no matter what, because I did not like to get supplemented, and of course I succeeded to get the grades. I did not make good use of go because the internet was expensive, and at least for students. And when I got the chance to get free Wi-Fi, then I was like, let me see a movie first, and then I'll use the Wi-Fi to study later. So I watched one movie after another and did not use the internet the way I supposed to do. When I remember that life now, I feel like pinching myself. Throughout these 4 years, there were students who were very good at class and got good grades. I did not understand how comes the subject seemed to be easy for them. I used to believe that they were naturally intelligent and talented. And there was this concept that students who were taking computer engineering and telecommunication were the most intelligent students. So even myself, I had to keep up with that idea, focusing on getting good grades and prove that I'm among the best students. Unfortunately, that was a big lie, or at least not like the way it was perceived, because the idea ended up creating anxiety and unnecessary competition among students instead of focusing on the knowledge itself. Another issue was that top hiring companies in the country used to come and pick up the best students from last year class and hire them. So everyone was dreaming to get good grades and be hired, including me, of course. So I said to myself, I want good grades even if I don't understand what is going on in the class. So what should I do? The best way was to train my brain to cram the subjects. I mean, I would study intensively over a short period of time just before exams. When the exams came, just write down everything, and after that, clear your memory or clear your mind and forget everything. That was the biggest mistake of my life, I think, to start by cramming, because the negative side of it is that you damage your brain and you train your brain to keep things for a short time. You reduce the ability of your brain to reason and the ability of your brain to understand concepts. And the effects can be seen even in your other daily life. So that's how it is. So my only advice is that if you are a student, do not cram. Let your brain reason and understand. It will be easier for the brain to remember things. I also remember during my university life, I did not see how the other subjects like statistics, communication skills, and other subjects were related to computer engineering. What is the application of these math concepts in my career? I remember asking one of my fellow students, like, why do we have to study electronics and understand everything? And then he said, because we are supposed to be able to build our own circuits and our own transistors. So I was like, this is hard for me. Anyways, all in all, now I understand why I took all those subjects and why the degree program was designed that way. The other challenging thing was that most of programming, computer networking, and computer security stuff, we did it on the paper. We did not have any practical based exams, like you'll be asked to write a certain program for doing something on the paper. You have to memorize all the codes for that. And of course, I used to like programming, computer security, and computer networking, and I still like those subjects until today. Speaking of computer security, the materials were good from the lecturer, but most of the students in my class did not like computer security subject that much, because we thought like we have to force ourselves to understand the mathematical formulas used to create algorithms for computer security, like this mathematical formula here or this one. We did not perceive it correctly and made us think like computer security subject was difficult. And of course, I remember the final exam for computer security was very hard. I do not understand until today how I managed to pass it. After graduating, I started now to face the reality, because most of the tasks that you will face as a computer engineer need reasoning and make use of the theories from class. Of course, it took me some time to understand what I studied in class and to build confidence. Most of the things I've learned through Google, and it was easy to understand. There are things I wish I knew earlier so that I could have spent my time wisely. There's another video where I've talked about what I could have changed if I was to start my computer engineering degree today. Please make sure you watch the video. I have included the link at the end of the video. If you have enjoyed hearing my experience, please feel free to comment. Tell me, how was your life at university? What made you choose your career? Share the video with others, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.